chapter 9, and I'm quite happy to report that I'm alive and well. Managed to do the dungeon fight after a small mistake that we will see in a few minutes. So, I was here with my Wisp, and Gab was here with his Civic Guard. I supposed he would be trying to move around the river and check how to cross and find my throne, and that's what he did. So he had 7 axis movement, and he could be there or there, and so I sent the Wisp to check, and here he is. So he took the military racial governance because he has thrown it on his Civic Guards. He didn't do any new stuff with this race happiness or anything. And I still have 1 hex movement. I'm not going to move there because that would reveal me. I'm going to move back, but it's probably going to turn back anyway because you can see all these X's up to 4 X's vision range just outside in the fog of war. So he probably knows that's the end of the road, and he doesn't have basic seafaring, cannot go on water. There is the rapids there, so he's probably going to turn back anyway. Hopefully he won't be able to kill my Wisp. I hope. And I've got another Wisp coming, so if I survive next turn, I'll try to regroup with these 2 Wisp to beat his Civic Guard. I made contact with the Draconians. They're at peace with Gab. And so I took the 2 cartographer stands, and I have his closest city, independent city here. Strangely, it looks like there is some smoke from the gold mine, which I don't think is really normal. I don't have an exact example, but usually I don't think there is smoke, so maybe he has some units to attack it, or there are some roamers in the area, I guess. There is this Tigran city here, rather looks like it's an outpost. Looks like he started on the surface, obviously, as he's playing human. I had spotted a cave entrance here. It's near the area where Gab might be, so I might go underground, but I need to find another better cave entrance. So as you can see, I'm quite short on mana, and I had planned an apprentice last turn at my throne, which I had to cancel. And so actually I entered the dungeon with my units, and then I realized I was below 20 mana, so I had to retreat, and I took 1 hit on an apprentice, on my younger apprentice. Then I cancelled the apprentice at my throne, got 25 mana back, and then I was about 43 I think, and I entered the dungeon again, this time successfully. So if you remember the video from last turn, the plan was to get Ancestral Spirits and heal them with the Apprentice. Initially I was thinking to get the Manticore on my main group, kill it and then deal with the rest, but the split didn't work like that, and actually it was maybe better. So I used the Draconian Raptor because that's my only unit with 36 movement points. That is not a hero or leader, and I definitely don't want to use hero or leader as a bait. I used it to try to bait these 2 units, moved as far as I could. Also moved forward with the Wisp to try to create some positioning troubles for the AI, which will try to target 2 units and move less. Then I moved on the right with the rest of my units and summoned the Ancestral Spirit close to the enemy unit. One interesting thing is you've got a pillar here, and this unit move 5 axes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there was no pillar, it could reach here, and that's something to trigger a move from the AI. You can do this. You move to an area where the AI should be able to attack you, but actually cannot. And usually it will trigger its aggressiveness, because it senses a unit inside its aggression zone, so it attacks, but actually it cannot reach it. And it worked. So they did move forward to attack me, and I didn't have to use a magic fist to trigger the aggression. Actually, afterwards I forgot about the magic fist, but as I'm very low on mana and I didn't need it, that might be for the better. So I got a 3-3 split, and actually that was probably better, as I said, than having the Manticore on this side and doing a 4-2. So here I positioned the Ancestral Spirit to be attacked by both the Phalanx and the Berserker. You also notice that I put my group not on the side of the Monster Hunter, which would have been quite annoying to kill. So I put the ranged enemy units on the side of my bait. And now I let them attack me with these 2 units. Then I try to flank them as much as possible. Take them down. Let the 3rd unit attack me. Take it down. Try to keep the other 3 units as busy as possible. So another thing to notice, the flashbang, the firework from the Monster Hunter, Halfling Monster Hunter, gives dazzled to my unit for 2 turns. That's not a big deal, because that's a bait unit, which is anyway not going to engage before some time. And then something else is the Manticore Rider was there, so I moved up to here so that it just in front of me. If I had moved here, it might have still moved up to here, and then I would be stuck, because it could reach any place where on my movement range. So being here means I can at least escape in this direction. So you need to be cautious when you are using a bait, not to allow the AI to shortcut you. So I'm trying to take as many flanking as possible, and I need to really maximize the damage. Also, I'm quite lucky that the 3 halflings are like this, so that I can use the flame bombs and hit the 3 of them each time and kill one of them. Then I decided to finish one phalanx, but open my flank to the Berserker, because even if he attacked me, I would still be fine. But actually the Berserker decides to go for my hero, which actually makes a lot of sense for him, because attacking the Wisp would mean static shield, possibility of being stunned. And now I'm slightly in trouble, because my hero has only 19 HP left, so twice Blood Pavilion and he would be dead. Then I finish the Berserker, guard with my hero to reduce the potential damage from Blood Pavilion, heal once the Ancestral Spirit, kill the Berserker, and bring back the Raptor with the rest of my army, and put my spirit in a place where he might get attacked by the Phalanx and the Manticore Rider. The spirit leveled up, so he got physical protection, and he has 80% physical protection now, which means it's a very difficult target for enemy units, and so they do not attack me. But I expected, half expected that, so still I didn't move too far away there with both the Ancestral Spirit and the Wisp, and now I'm able to just let them give me attack of opportunity, and I take only 5 and 4 damage, because I really have a big damage reducer with the 80%. physical protection, and if needed I can still heal with this guy because I used only one heal. So I'm draining their action points, then attack twice the Manticore, draining action points, then doing the same with the Wisp, and they're left with no action points. Then I kill the monster hunter without losing HP by opening the flank and then finishing it with the Raptor. And I'm finally left with 2 strong enemy units, but without action points, so next turn they are going to have their flanks open and I can finish them. And I don't waste time, I try to kill them as fast as possible because each turn I'm taking Blood Pavilion damage. So I leveled up with 1 apprentice, this one, my hero, my leader, and I'm now level 6 with both of them. I took free movement with the AD because I'm entering in Arctic terrain, climate, and free movements gives Arctic walking, so that makes you much faster on Arctic terrain. I gave the killing blow on the Manticore to my AD to get the 5 times 4, 20 experience from killing blow. And so I got about 200 gold as a reward, plus Eagle Rider, so flying unit, very very good, and Ice Queen, interesting. And then I did the last fight at the Magma Forge because I had 6 units able to reach it, so I took the opportunity. And now I'm going to, so I forfeited the Oyster Reef because there is nothing else around it, so just a waste of time to go there. But I'm going to take the gold mine and the mana node, so mana node for mana of clearing, and gold mine for the experience. And then I'm probably going to move back, clear these 2 sites. The castle is quite dangerous, but I can take strong will on my leader. I can take 40% spirit protection also on my leader, and 20% spirit protection on my AD. I can cast Ancestral Spirits, which has 100% spirit protection. So I think I should be fine. Just need to play smart. And then we'll see. The goal is to try to get the Jugon City at some point to the eastern side, but I'm concerned Gap might be close, so I'm going to try to scout him, see where he is. In terms of research, so I'm still hesitating a lot between Dispel, Invoked Extraordinary Mount, because I'd be quite interested to get the flying mount, especially for my future Theocrat hero. But I don't know the stats about the Invoke Extraordinary Mount, what you can get as a mount. I need to check that. Summon Phantasm Warrior, which would lead to, at some point, Not Serpent. Basic Seafaring, but I don't really need it. Sorcery, Embrace Darkness, to get, as I said before, Seed of Distrust. Renurture. Got a new hero, Theocrat, so I guess I'm going to take it. And nice, both, gee, that's interesting. And hope to get Divine Justicar. Whoops, that's a wrong click, but fortunately that's what I wanted to do. Try to get Divine Justicar as fast as possible. So let's extract our hero before Gabs arrive. So I'm not taking anything from the levels up on my AD, and oh, that's nice, and my sorcerer. So now I'm going to have Bestow Ironheart with Guerrilla Tactics, which is going to be really interesting. 2 healing, which I really lacked before. So yeah, I'm producing mana here because I don't expect to lack gold with all the clearing, whereas I expect to lack mana, and I'm lacking 2 mana to be able to build an apprentice this turn. what else? Yeah. And I obviously cannot cast a Wisp. So I'm going to stop the recording now and keep thinking about the research, and you'll see next time what we'll have chosen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.